Joining me now is Shawn Khunkhun. He is the president and CEO of Dolly Varden Silver. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So you said that 2022, which is a while ago, but it was a breakthrough year. You had that deal to buy Homestake Ridge. So give us an overview of the assets, if you could.
Sure. So 2022 was a transformational year for us. We started the year valued at around $100 million. We acquired Homestake, which tripled our mineral inventory. And then the year was really ended with an exclamation point with some big discoveries. So we've got 7 deposits. We've got one of the largest high-grade undeveloped precious metals assets in Western Canada. And last year was a year where the company transformed through the acquisition, grew organically, and today we're valued at over $250 million. We've got $26 million in the bank, and we're about to launch into a very aggressive drill program.
Nice. And you say that this drill program, which is going to be around 45,000 meters, and you're hoping to create tremendous value. So what can we expect?
So my goal this year is to wrap my arms around how big this project can be. So we've got a very disciplined approach to our exploration. We look at veins and we look at extending those veins, but we're also looking for the relationships between deposits. And what's really interesting is between 2 of the deposits, we've got about a 5.5 kilometer gap, but we've got this periodicity that occurs every 1.4 kilometers of this repeating pattern of deposits. So we should theoretically fit another 3 deposits in this gap zone.
Interesting. So it just continues growing. You're looking clearly to expand the resource more.
It is, and the other opportunity is, I always say the gold and silver didn't fall from the sky, and we're only down about 300 meters depth on these deposits. So and what we're finding as we go incrementally deeper, we're seeing grades that are twice what we have as averages in our resource estimate. So we've got grades that are roughly 300 grams per ton silver by average, but the new discoveries are measured consistently 500, 600 grams per ton. We exited the year with a drill hole that was 1,500 grams of silver over 16 meters. So we're seeing grade, we're seeing it over width.
Great. Now, investors always love to know the timeline to, in your case, an updated mineral resource estimate, economic studies, and take us through that process.
So the last MREs were done in 2019. And we subsequently drilled about 50,000 meters, and we're just about to embark on another 50,000 meters of drilling. So we'll have 100,000 meters of data. And I look at some of the discoveries we made last year. I highlighted the silver hole. We hit the best gold intercept in the Golden Triangle in 2022. We hit 46 grams of gold over 25 meters. So those new discoveries and the drilling we do this year, I'd like to take that body of work and publish a new 43-101 based on that.
As far as shareholders, Eric Sprott likes what he sees. He's a shareholder, so is Hecla Mining, well-known, longtime silver producer. What does that tell the market, that those types of investors are involved?
Yeah, I think what's critical is we've got shareholders that are allowing me to build a business. So Hecla's looking for growth. They're looking for future production. Eric has some very bullish views on the silver price. And I look at some of the other institutional owners. Fidelity is a 7.5% shareholder, which is quite unusual for a company at our size of market cap. I've got about 4 shareholders who control about 50% of the company. So it's validation, it's recognition by the most premier precious metals investors in the space.
So gold and silver doing well right now. Gold seems pretty comfortable around the 2,000 level, near its all-time highs. Your shares are looking good. You got a $250 million market cap, 26 million in the bank, as you said. So just kind of wrap up what you've been talking about in terms of the investment case, because as you know, investors have options, but why Dolly Varden?
I think we're in a have and have not market, and we happen to be one of the haves right now where we've got treasury, we've got team, we've got targets, and we've got something that's unique. Like when I look at the silver landscape, and I'm really bullish on the silver price right now, on the silver to gold ratio, it's 80-1, gold's broken out. If we look at history, silver should follow. But if you're looking for exposure to silver, and considering that really of the silver mines and of the silver production, only 30% of it comes from pure silver plays. And those plays are predominantly found in Argentina or Chile or Peru. And you look at the landscape in Latin America with the left-leaning governments and the higher taxes. You look at what Mexico is doing to the mining industry with new royalties. Having the project, my differentiator, this is the only project of this type where we have this size of endowment, this grade, and considering the jurisdiction, I think that should give investors the certainty, being in Canada in a safe, stable mining jurisdiction, that this is the go-to silver name for growth.
Makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Shawn.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Shawn Khunkhun, President CEO at Dolly Varden Silver.